Ghosts Exposed is now in GTA Online. 10 pictures you need to take. These are all the locations and the best route to take to complete it in one in-game day, 2 at most. And at the end of this, you get $450,000 GTA cash. That's a must-do just for the money alone. And again, you can complete this in one in-game day. If you're following this route, I'm making it in this video. Now, I'm uploading this on Friday. Took that extra time to get the gameplay for you guys. Edit this. Hope you guys appreciate it. And let's start with the rundown of this event. So there are 10 total ghosts you need to take a picture of. And instead of like the last year where it's the north part of the map, Paleto Bay, Sandy Shores, it is now in downtown. So a lot closer to each other. You can 100% complete this in, 20 minutes in real life. So you have 10 locations, and each location has 2 ghosts that can spawn. So it's going to be randomized for you if you are in an invite-only session on what location it spawns at. It will still be right next to each other, but if you don't see the ghosts in one location, check right by it. And a great website for this is gtaweb.eu. Why are you watching this YouTube video if gtaweb.eu has your back? But please still keep watching this video. I'll link it in the comments and description for you guys to check out. Definitely go there. It has a cross-off feature. That's the most useful thing I found, which you could just cross off whichever ones you've done if you're not doing it in this order. But again, I'm making this video so you guys can do this as fast as possible. Each ghost can spawn at only 1 hour of the game per ghost. So some ghosts spawn at 1 AM, some spawn at 23, which is I think 12 AM. So that's why you do have to create a route if you want to get this in one in-game day, because all of these ghosts spawn at different times. And with every picture you take of these ghosts, you get $40,000 GTA cash and 500 RP, and at the end you get $450,000, $500,000 that is. So easy for the money. If you don't care about the unlocks or ghost pictures, hunts, at least do it for the money. That is 100% worth it in my opinion. And the secret ghost at the end, spoiler alert, and if you haven't played the story mode already, what are you doing here? Go play the story mode before you even touch GTA Online for next time. The secret ghost, this time instead of Johnny, is Dom from the story mode, the crazy stuntman who jumps off the dam and dies. He is back as a ghost, and he has some special voice lines. Good to see Dom back. They're really bringing back every person from story mode except Michael at this point. And when you do complete all 10, you get the same unlocks as last year. So if you did get it last year, you don't have to do again for the unlocks, but again for the money, it's 100% worth it. You still get the money. You get the Ghosts Exposed livery for the Brigham and the Ghosts Exposed outfit. Now, obviously, the best vehicle to use is the Oppressor Mark II, but I did it with the Sanctious, and I got it perfectly fine. So you guys can use really any ground vehicle. You don't have to use a helicopter or Oppressor Mark II. Still very doable in one day. Now let's start with the route I came up with. Well, it's the only route really you could do this in one in-game day, but the route I found. So the first set of pictures you want to start at is the church in downtown Vinewood. This one starts at 19 in-game. So once it turns 18, start heading over here, and right at 19 it will spawn. He will either be on top of the church or this one is probably the most furthest away from the second location of the ghost. He will be at the little island in the graveyard site. Very easy to spot both times. For the second ghost, just head down to this location, follow the highway, fastest way possible, and he will be under the bridge. So find your way under the bridge, and there are 2 locations. This one, he really blends in, so try to follow these exact frames I'm going to show you guys right here, and you guys should be able to get this pretty easily. Next, at 21 PM, it will be right across from Lester's house, close by to the first location we saw, and he will either be standing all the way up top of some kind of water tower, or he will be standing on the sidewalk. Yeah, that's his ghost for you. Then at 22 PM in the game, you have the ghost on top of the bridge. So make your way onto the bridge. Make sure you're not under it, because that's what I did the first time. I had to make a few cuts in this video, I'm not gonna lie. But once you're on the bridge, he will spawn on top of this little platform right here. And the 2 locations are just the same platform, but different sides of it. So you'll still get it either way, either place you stand at. Now the next one is 1 hour later, and this one's probably the farthest you have to drive, but it's pretty much a straight line. So get a fast car for this one, follow the highway, get off, and then it's a pretty straight line, just following the road up to downtown Vinewood Hills. And then this one is at a mansion. He will either spawn inside the lookout tower, whatever that is. And for both locations, he is inside that tower, just whichever spot he stands at inside of it. You will get it either way. And it's starting in the bottom right corner of the map. You're gonna have to go down this alleyway over here and then find the ghost hanging. Very creepy right here. Or the second location he has is on the little platform on the building next to it. Then get on the highway and follow all the way to the church in Vinewood Hills, right next to Vinewood Hills sign, right under Michael's house. And on the church, you can see the ghost. He's gonna be somewhere on the church, either on the main platform or the second platform to the top. So on the church, just look to it and you will see it. I got there with about, each in-game hour is about a minute and a half in real life. So that's good. That's a good way to time this. You'll get there in about half an hour, I mean, in game time. So keep your phone open. And then at 4 a.m., go take the road straight down from it, make a right. You have to wait just 1 in-game hour, and then it will spawn the next ghost, which is on top of this building. I had actually some weird trouble with this ghost. I don't know what it was, but he just wouldn't spawn for me. So you can't so I think I had the second location, which is where you have to kind of make a weird angle to actually capture this ghost. So if you don't see a ghost at all, try to imitate this exact frame, see if it works out for you. But yeah. And then at 5 a.m. you have 1 hour to get to this place, probably one of the hardest ones on this list just because you're going uphill. It's right under the casino, and he's gonna just spawn right inside of this little construction zone. If you guys played Import-Export, there's lots of missions that take place here. So just go inside and you will see the ghost pretty easily. He stands out a lot. And that will be the final ghost. So you could have done this either way. So you could have started at 19, or you could have started at where I started at. For this, I'm just doing it back to back. So I started at 12 a.m. right when the day starts. It might make more sense you start at the church site, but you do have a farther drive to get to the dam, which is why I did not start there. So if you actually want to make it to the dam in time and don't have to wait a whole extra day, do it the way I'm doing it. So making your way to the dam, you have to be at the bottom of it, so follow the river up, very easy drive. Or you could take a helicopter as well, and he will be standing at the bottom right where he died in story mode. And you'll have some voice lines too. Dom making a return, but we still don't have Michael. But that is all the ghosts for you. You just made $450,000 for just taking a few pictures of Ghost in 48 minutes in GTA Online. Very easy if you ask me. Also, we do have UFOs back in GTA Online. I'm not going to be making a whole location video every single day for these UFOs. GTAWeb.eu, go visit, go give it a look. But the UFO abductions, which is what everyone's looking forward to, starts the last week of October, maybe 3 days, but they might extend it for the whole last week of October. So come back then if you really want to get the abduction, the secret outfits for that. This is the map of all the UFO locations we have, starting at number 1 for today, and every day it goes up by 2. So I'm uploading this on Friday, so today it's going to be number 2, then number 3, then the number 4, and probably all the way down to about 20, I think it is. Again, I'm thinking last year it was about 4 to 5 days before Halloween that we started getting abductions and multiple UFOs at one time. So I would say the last week of October is when this starts to change. So until then, this goes up by 1. So go check all these locations. Again, go to gtaweb.eu to see all the locations live. It'll tell you what exact UFO is there right now. Massive tool that helps you. But this was your best route for the Ghost Exposed. If you guys like this video, leave it a like and subscribe to see what video I make next.